Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Maybe do a little NFT shopping today. Today, we're going to discuss prediction markets making headlines. We're going to talk about the Fed ending quantitative tightening and the majors possibly finding a bottom. If you're listening today on Spaces, give us a like, bookmark, comment, retweet. Help us get out there in the algorithm, grow our brand. If you're listening on X, let us know what you want to talk about today. If you're listening over on Zora, where we now stream every day, give us some comments. Give us the alpha on Zora. Who are the tokens to buy? Maybe we live buy some creators today. I'm joined this morning by Easy. Easy, how you feeling today? How you feeling this morning?
I'm good, Ray. Things are good. Had a long drive yesterday, back from the Wrecked Invitational, but it was fun. I mean, it was a really long round. That's my only complaint. It was like 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was gonna be like if you have like a mix of people who are like different golf skills, everyone kind of like hanging out, having a good time. Normally takes a little bit longer on those scrambles.
Yeah, and there was like event set holes and a whole bunch of others. It was just a long day. But it was good. What'd you say?
Good time?
Oh yeah, tons of fun. I mean, we shot 6 over.
That's good. Better than you thought, right?
Much better. Yeah. I mean, the thing that was interesting was we had to use 4 drives from each player.
Ooh.
So like, yeah, so that made it like you had to have strategy on it. It also kind of let me just like swing for the fences on a few of the drives. To like, if it was a pretty straight hole, I knew one of them would at least get us 100 yards out for a second shot, where I could come in with a 7 wood and put it like close-ish to the green, so we'd at least par.
I feel like
that was like kind of the strategy.
Because if somebody has like a decent shot early, you kind of want to save yours unless they're really, really good.
Yeah, and we followed the rules like to a T. So we used my drive, I think 5 times. Because I was just swinging. I would want to put it like 240, 260 out. There was one dog leg right. I cleared the trees on the right for like a perfect line. It was like it set us up for a birdie putt. Granted, we missed a fucking birdie. But Nick's first hole was wild.
Did he start on one?
We started on 1. That was the worst part. They started us on 1 with OV's team, OSF, directly behind us.
That's so good. Were they giving you shit?
Yeah, so they were just like talking through it. Nick steps up, takes a couple practice swings, steps up to the ball, swings, misses everything. Misses the ball, misses the ground, completely whiffs. That counts as a stroke because he made a strike at the ball and missed it. So we had that happen. So he's already up 1. Second shot gets it out probably like 100 yards, 120 yards. Like, all right, he might still be fine. Second shot hooks it into the water. So he's shooting 4 from like 120 out. 2 more shots. He's on right there on 6 or 7. He gets it up. He gets it on in 7. He has to 1 putt for 8. He paints a beautiful putt, hits the hole, hits the pin, holes out, spins around the cup, shoots out. Gets a 9. Yeah. Like, it was like, I don't even know what could have happened to like make that any better or any worse. But that's what happened. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good time. We had fun. It was fun to play with the guys. Pio has a really good short game. Clemente by like hole 13 or 14 started hitting some really good shots. I was like, damn, okay. Like he came alive. Nick actually lost $400 on the under.
Really?
Yeah.
He took his own under and lost.
Yeah, he took his own under and lost. So there was that. That was fun. But overall, it was fun. I mean, I'm happy to be back. Finally, I think I'm finally at the desk for an extended period of time now. It's been a while. So I can like finally lock in on some stuff. And I'm excited for it. There's still like some interesting stuff happening too. The Kabuto meme coin on Solana. Have you seen this?
I wanted to talk about it yesterday, but you left. I saw it in the call sheet. I was like, I missed that.
Yeah, so we can talk about that today because it ran even harder overnight. Yeah. So that's something I want to talk about today. There is some other interesting stuff going on that I'm like keeping tabs on. Obviously, from the prediction market standpoint, we have the Spotify Wrapped markets coming out in the next day or two that should hit. Yeah, there's just some interesting stuff happening. Like, I'm excited to be back because I think Q4, the ending of it here this last month, there's going to be some opportunities in the market. And I think that was kind of where my head's at is I want to participate in some stuff. Monad's still interesting to me. Obviously, Mega ETH will be next month. There's some other TGEs happening. It feels good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool new stuff, and that's kind of like what my focus is going to be and has been, like, new stuff. Speaking of new stuff, co-founder of Zora, Jacob, is in the chat. He bought some of our Daily Bone just
Oh,
now.
let's
So
go.
big shout out to Jacob. We'll buy a little bit of I'm in the wrong account. I'm in my account, not Daily Bone. We're gonna buy a little bit of Jacob's token. Support
Absolutely,
the
as we should. 1.8 million vanilla. Let's go.
yeah, this is one of the top tokens on Zora.
Really?
Yep. So we're gonna buy. All right. Well, I'm gonna buy this at some point here. But shout out to Jacob listening. Shout out to all the listeners over on Zora. Love seeing all the action in here today. Easy also has a token now on Zora. You can check him out at Easy as well. You can be posting a lot of his content over there.
Actually, just uploaded another video there.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I'm posting the entire 0 to hero cycle on this, which is my poly market journey. Which, if you watched, Zootopia actually nuked my bags. People are now crashing out on me, saying that I'm just gambling, which is fair.
A little while, and
We got, what is it, 29 days to make it all back. I had to reload the account because we got nuked on Zootopia.
I know you were big on Zootopia on that one. That was a good one. Yeah, love to see the videos. Love that you can see like volume coming in. You get rewards on what you post, which is like a very cool take on monetization compared to like something like a Twitter or something. So really cool. Having a ton of fun on Zora actually, and I do want to do like a deeper dive and figure out like what creators are like potentially undervalued, because I think we're at a point right now in the market, like if we are bottom, you're looking at alts, like you could find interesting entries into some of these top creators on Zora. Everything in the green today. So good day to be on Zora. That being said, Easy, I sent you over the call sheet. Should we knock out this weather report and then kind of jump back into these main topics?
Yes, we should. Moving over to the weather report. Are you ready, sir? Today is December 2nd, Tuesday. The majors bounced with Bitcoin over 87K. We need to break over 92K with some volume to actually show some signs of life, in my opinion. ETH at 2,800. Oof. Soul back over 130. Yes. And hype at $32. I know yesterday we were talking and we said the hype chart looks pretty good. Over the past 24 hours, it was a busy day for prediction markets, as Kalshi has announced the tokenization of markets on Solana. Myriad partnered with Trust Wallet to offer in-wallet markets, making them the first true in-wallet prediction market. And Polymarket took the #1 spot in the sports category on the App Store. You boys got early access, and I'm excited about it. This news all comes as Polymarket and Kalshi both post record-setting volumes in November. It's not even an election year, and we're seeing this. Next up, some more bullish news for crypto and risk-on assets as the Federal Reserve has officially ended their quantitative tightening. SEC Paul Atkins also spoke this morning and announced that the innovation exemption for crypto will go into effect in January. Big positive news for our delightful ecosystem. Last up, Vanguard finally capitulated and has begun offering crypto ETFs to its clients, including BlackRock's IBIT ETF. This comes after over a year of pushback and a plethora of complaints from their active user base, thriving and foaming at the mouth to get into these crypto-related ETFs. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report, as always, Easy. It just took Vanguard looking at all the money being raked in by the other firms to say, you know what, maybe it's time we start offering these crypto products.
That it is.
Oh man,
that it is, Ray.
Lots to talk about today. Let's kick it off with Kabuto, because I want to talk about this yesterday. This thing absolutely cooked. Why don't you give us a little breakdown on the history of this and what's going on here, Easy?
Yeah, so Kabuto is a heavily produced first-generation Pokemon from the Fossil pack. What Fossil is a pack that released from Gen 1 shortly after the Forest and a couple others, for Pokemon cards. It is a fossil-based Pokemon that, truthfully, has never really had major interest or demand. This one individual, though, was like, screw it. We're going all in. He's buying every single first edition Kabuto and wants to have complete supply control. The only other time we saw this was with I forget the guy's name, but he's the #1 pickleball player. If you remember this with Pickle Vault.
No, I don't. I don't remember this.
So Pickle Vault was a resell calendar, went pretty crazy with it, in which they were buying Ben John's Leaf Pro Set pickleball ball cards, his rookie card. There's 3,935 of them, and they were selling for about $165 raw. PSAs are selling for like $250, and this person basically just captured the market for it. They captured everything that they possibly could of this, and we're holding as many as they can. I think we can actually find the site. Yeah, I found the site. So this reminds me of Resell Calendars, Ben Johns. They own 25% of the pickleball rookie card for Ben Johns. They own over 600 of them. 950. So this is their website. You can see.
Is he like a good pickleballer?
He's nasty. He's the #1 player. He's the #1 player.
Is Gary V involved with this at all?
No. So this was launched by Resell Calendars, the account name. They have a token for it. I believe it's called Pickle Vault, is like the token. It did a similar move where it ran like this and got up to this like price action. So the Memecoin ran pretty hard. This reminded me a lot of it. Yeah, they own 60% of their token as well. So now we have Kabuto. What's happening with Kabuto is this individual is buying up as many of the cards as they possibly can, right? And I'm somewhat interested in this purely from the standpoint of like watching it. I don't really know too much about like where they're going to go with this or how they're going to move it. But what I think is like very interesting is the supply control for this type of card is weird. I will say it's like weird. And why is it weird? Because the more I look at it, I'm like, this card is so heavily produced and isn't actually rare. That's the thing. So the PSA 10s went from like $150 to over $1,000. And the raws are now, they went from like $6, sometimes even lower than that, like $3 to almost 50. So they've basically pumped this card to high hell for mint condition Kabuto cards. And when you look at the token that launched for it, I believe it's just called Kabuto as well. They are giving back the fees for this card to the owner, like to Kabuto King, to buy more cards.
Mm-hmm.
So all the fees from this that are generated are going back to that individual. And we saw it yesterday pump from 1.6 mil to almost 12. And now, I mean, it's back at 8.4. But this story is like basically taking over the timeline.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much it had until this morning. When I was looking like Greg posting it, you're seeing it everywhere else. PSA 10 Kabuto is going for almost $1,000. Is this right?
Yeah. Yeah, which is not, so yes, last night they were going for $1,000.
That's crazy. That's craziness. Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think it's like it's basically just moving a meme into like real life assets that people have like nostalgia for, and I think you're gonna see more of this with different things. Like,
well, so there's like a whole argument right now too, though, of like, is this good or bad? You have like Pokemon Twitter, which has a massive audience, basically saying like, we don't want your crypto bullshit, and the crypto people being like, hey, dipshit, we're the ones pumping your like Pokemon bags. Like, you want us to be involved, basically, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so I saw Yevon ask, when is it worth it to buy a booster box? It's probably worth it very soon here because the price of fossil Pokemon packs hasn't increased. First generation fossil Pokemon pack, I think, is like $350 right now. So if you pull one of these and it grades PSA 10, you're up 3x, and Kabuto is extremely common.
Yeah, like you're gonna get like if it's graded well in like a nice sealed pack, $430 booster packs.
Which the Kabuto itself is worth $50 raw. So it's getting close. But yeah, do not buy and open the packs. Holy shit. So fun fact, there was a card party was about an hour from me 4 or 5 months ago when I went, and I bought 10 of these packs for like $2,500 and ripped all of them.
Can you easy? We need you to buy a 22K sealed booster box and open it.
That's
live.
not going to happen. If I make it all back on Polymarket this month, we could talk about it.
That's what I really want to see happen. I want to see a live box break of Pokemon Fossil just pulling out all the Kabutos.
What would be funny is we'd be even more euphoric to pull a Kabuto than we would to pull the Dragonite or the Gengar, which are the two chase cards.
Let's talk to Polymarket. Let's get them to put a market for how many Kabutos you pull out of it.
That would be sick.
Let's go.
Because, dude, it's a very common card. Yeah, so that's the big issue is vintage cards don't grade well because these packs have historically not been kept well. So you kind of run into an issue with that.
I see. Interesting. Well, this is a really cool story, and I think it brings a point, like, because like you're generating money on speculation. Like this chart is generated completely on speculation. There's no utility here.
How much mind share will maintain? That is my slight concern with it. Is like, do we think mind share is going to continue to be of demand for this? Which I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of like a flywheel. Like they're not selling the Kabutos. They're going to earn a ton of money on the way down. If Kabuto prices drop, they're going to be able to buy more. It's just a matter of like how dedicated is the person who's buying this.
Yeah.
And like, are you going to see like Kabutos become like I don't know what the supply is. You have a good spot to look for supply on these or no?
Not really. I know that they're like it's like one of the most common cards. Because the fossil packs, it's like it's for them.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious like what the circulating like real world asset market cap is on Kabutos at these different prices.
Yeah.
So I'll have to do some ChatGPT research to see what's going on. But like stuff like this is cool because it can be like it doesn't have to be like these ultra rare, like you can derive value when you tie it to crypto from anything. Like it can be a meme at this point. And when you can generate value that are putting buy pressure on real world assets because of speculation on tokens, like there's a lot of different things that open up. And I think we're going to see more and more of this. I think we're going to see this might even like spawn like a mini meta here where people try to like tokenize other like interesting nostalgic assets. So maybe a good time to check card prices and see like what weird cards are moving that are old.
Yeah, I mean now what's going to happen though is like it's like this. You basically are going to have like a quote Pokemon meta right now on chain. Like there's a Psyduck coin that's seems like it's moved, but it looks like it's insider pumped. I just saw a bunch of stuff for a Blue Eyes White Dragon coin coming through. We're gonna see a bunch of that stuff for the short term. Yeah, Rayquaza's coming in, Psyduck, bunch of garbage like Pokemon plays that are derivatives of Kabuto. But I don't know. I think what I'm excited about is there's life back in the trenches.
About it. GameStop said they're going to offer them dibs on any PSA graded Kabutos. That's the correlation, Fetty. It's not. There's no correlation. Like there's no. You're not getting any value. There's no utility. You're just betting on virality and mindshare. Like when people like Greg and GameStop are tweeting about Kabuto, that's going to drive attention to the token, and people are going to speculate that maybe it goes higher. So like for this, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an Elon Musk tweet about Kabuto sending this thing to 15K or 15 mil, and that being the Pico top. Like that's my my thought. But I'm not buying this. It's too late for me. If I talked about it yesterday on the show and I thought about it, maybe I would have grabbed it. Where were we at yesterday? We were at 2 mil, a little under 3 mil. Like that would have been a nice little payday there. But I think it's too late right now for me to jump in for another round. I'm really trying to get on just like new stuff.
I wouldn't want to buy this right now.
Yep, I'm the same way. Same like, exact way.
Yeah, I don't have an interest to buy it right now. I look at it and I'm like, 12 mil in this market. Yeah.
Yep, it's tough. I mean, that's a very impressive run so far, though. Let's move on to prediction markets. So we saw all that huge news. You've been using the app pretty good. Is it mostly
It's good.
sports?
It's very good. Yeah, I like
Do you
it.
have
It's
access
very
to
good.
everything? You have access to everything, or is it curated markets?
It's just sports right now.
Okay. Nice. What plays have you been looking at? You were talking about a potential play on Spotify Wrapped, right?
So Spotify Wrapped is coming out in the next day or two. It looks like Bad Bunny has the top market locked. For the top Spotify artist. Number 2 most streamed looks like it might be Taylor Swift. The third most streamed saw some drama this morning with Drake was the heavy favorite up until 10 a.m. yesterday, and someone started sweeping shares on the weekend, pushing that price up to like 25%. And this morning it's officially flipped 98% on the weekend, which is crazy.
Whoa.
I don't have a ton of insight into this. I'm not a big like Spotify person. I don't track a lot of that. There was also some drama with Caroline Levitt's White House press briefing yesterday because an impromptu, unscheduled White House press briefing happened. So a lot of the markets pumped to yes based on things that were said. And in turn, because it was not scheduled, you have to read the rules. It's only based on pre-scheduled markets. So they ultimately all resolved no on that. So a lot of people have bought the yes. Those that read the rules saw that. And then Polymarket made a clarification on it and said it does not count for markets that are not titled press briefing by the White House press secretary on the public schedule. New media press briefings, special briefings with a different title, such as those excluding extra guests, or unscheduled press briefings will not be considered. So I see Blake is upset about it. It was added to the schedule late, which is what caused the uproar. So there is one on Monday, December 1st that was added for 1 p.m., but it was added that morning. So it's supposed to be, quote, regularly scheduled, where the market had ultimately resolved no, basically across the board.
Interesting. Huh.
So I don't know. There's always something going on in this world. There was also yesterday another one for, I want to find it, a raise for Makina, a token raise that happened, where they raised over $2 million, but Makina had a withdrawal function in the contract. So if we look at this, they had a withdrawal function in the contract. And this was a big back and forth question. It pumped because they raised 2.2 mil at the time of closing. After it resolved, there was still the withdrawal function that people could call. People ended up pulling money out. It settled at 1.8. Huge argument on if it was actually over 2 or not. But notice the title, the total commitments, nothing about it is purely just commitments. Does not matter if it's before, during, or after. That was the big thing. So you can see it's being disputed right now. So
it's like,
a lot of that too is like,
if it was committed then withdrawn or something is like the question.
yeah. So people were withdrawing and it went back under 2, but because it hit over 2 before closing, it settled to over 2, which I do agree with. The Caroline Levitt press briefing one, I can understand the frustration on, because the Blades point, it was added in the morning and there was a lot of drama. So
yeah, that's interesting. Any other mention markets you're getting into? I'm taking a look at some of these ones. There's a cabinet meeting today with Trump.
So I'm not trading the Trump one. This market's hard because cabinet meetings can go anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours.
Is he going to say ass/shit at any point?
Like, I would hammer the no on that, but the liquidity is rather thin. So I'm like, mention markets are fun. But I'm trying to find other plays. There's just so many markets right now that
nuclear or skedaddle.
Yeah. Some weird strikes on this one. So there's also if you look at the schedule today, there's this, and then there's an announcement like a couple hours after. So we'll see. Right now, I'm kind of just like waiting to find a market that I want to trade and put a little bit more size in.
Do we think Jerome Powell's going to say good afternoon?
Absolutely. That's always a lock. That's always a lock. December 10th, big day. We have the rate cuts. Looks like it's basically ensuring we're going to get that rate cut.
Yeah, this is nice. So next week, we're a week away. Going to get the rate cut. Worried about Bank of Japan, though. See what's going on over there.
I mean, that the Japanese unwind carry trade is rather tough. 1 second.
That's a concern. Definitely a concern. I love Easy just letting me out here to dry on the phone. I'm gonna look at the Fed decision in December while he's over there. Take a look, see where we're sitting now. Basically all but certain again, up to almost 90%. This is basically where we peaked in October before pulling back. So good to see. We're going to see all but certain rate cut in December. Hopefully this does lead to like a little bit of a relief rally, but at this point, it's basically priced in. Being at 91%, like a surprise cut would have done more for the market, I think, than this like kind of telegraphed cut. So question for you, Easy. Are we going to see more rate cuts next year before Powell's out? So I'm looking.
I think we have one more. I do think we have one more.
So January.
I mean, there's a bunch of speculation right now if they end up moving, if he ends up leaving sooner than later. Like, there's a big push on it.
So like Powell ending the term early. So like, he won't be out this year. I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't think there's a market on it outside of this year, right?
No.
Interesting that this got as high as 20% for Jerome Powell being out as crazy this year, back in July. But that's basically zero now. So should have cuts, hopefully a relief bounce. What are you looking for in terms of like Bitcoin to signal, like an exit
over 92K? We need a close and hold over 92K.
Okay. I'm really worried we're going to be trading in a range for now till May. Really concerned that's going to be the case, and people are going to.
If we get Kevin Hessett on there, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's not coming till May, but I mean that'll get telegraphed. You figure a month or two early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we got this line to 83K, which has kind of been ranging, and then when we drop below 93K back, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we'll see how long we're gonna maintain this range on either side. So close above 92, and then you can see upward pressure as high as. Where are you targeting here? 105 or 100 maybe?
If we break 92, then yeah, we should get the retest back over 100. It's a really kind of choppy, to be honest. So I'm like, I don't mind sitting somewhat flat right now. I like seeing hype re-break back above 32. I want Sol to break and hold above like this area. 127 could have been bottomish, but we'll see.
Every time hype goes below $30, it always just feels like a good time to buy.
Feels like a buy every time.
Yeah. I mean, this chart doesn't look terrible.
No, but it does not look good. Like none of the charts look good. That's my concern.
It's gonna take a bit. I think it's gonna take like a couple of weeks of chopping this range. We're gonna double triple bottom off of basically where we hit on that first October 10th liquidation cascade for most tokens.
Yep.
It's gonna I think it's gonna take some time to get back on track, assuming that this cycle isn't over and there's not like some major macro disaster looming.
Yep.
Let's see, what else do we have to talk about today? Bitmine continues to buy. Two things here. Just quick little notes. We've been talking about the art blocks last 3 minutes. The Jeff Davis mint is live, and there weren't very many left as of this morning. I pinged the BoDoggos Discord for people who created their profiles and have the right badges. These are free mints, and they're available if you were eligible. There's only 72 of these left, but these are trading right now, I think, at like 0.05 ETH on OpenSea. So a free couple $100 if you are eligible. So make sure you check that out on Art Blocks. This is drawings for a monument from Jeff Davis. I'm going to pull it up on OpenSea. I do have some interesting stuff from OpenSea as well that I do want to talk about here, so we can use this as like a little bit of a segue. Yeah, so 0.05 ETH on these for a free mint. This is one of the last 3 art blocks collections. If you are trading on OpenSea or you're planning to do some token swaps to earn rewards, now's a good time because they just announced rewards starting this weekend. And essentially, they are running another 24 hours. From yesterday. So another 2.5 hours, you're going to get a boost on chest experience. So basically, the way it works on OpenSea is you do any purchases. So like they don't reward like selling. So it's kind of like ecosystem friendly. Basically, any purchase of token or NFT on the platform is going to earn you chest experience. Your chest levels up as you go through
The rage is breeze.
basically you get these treasures. They're used and like regarded for their TGE. So you want to like stack these treasures, make sure you get them every season. And then for this season, you're getting like a little bit of extra XP for having participated. So when you participate in multiple seasons, you're going to be getting this like XP boost at the beginning. So always good to get a little bit of volume on there so you get that boost, and also the treasure for your potential OpenSea TGE. Today, there's also a quest here for make a token buy on any chain. So $50 on any chain. So level up your chest, and you'll get that 5% bonus. So make sure to check that out over on OpenSea. We love working with them. We've been doing some fun, entertaining content. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos we've had on the timeline using OpenSea. Big fan of what they're building. Love using them for the cross-chain swaps and for NFT buys. Couldn't say anything better about them. And make sure you check out the art blocks drop too. If you're eligible, that's a little bit of free cash in your pocket. One other thing I do want to highlight as well, while we are talking about free money in our pockets, if you're a BoDoggos holder, you should be checking out the Moonbirds SBT claim. This is ending in a week, I believe. So if you go to minting.moonbirds.com, connect your wallet, you'll be able to claim your BoDoggos Moonbirds SBT. The art on this is awesome. Have you seen this one, Easy?
They came out so sick.
Yeah, it's so good. Yep. So BoDoggos is one of the only, I think maybe the only NFT PFP collection being offered this, which is nice. And then also for Metaplex, if you're holding the Metaplex token, you can also claim one as well. So make sure you're checking all your Solana wallets. You're getting all these eligible claims, doing a little bit of extra work. Could result nicely. They do have their upcoming Burb TGE. I have to imagine these are going to play some sort of role in that. So cool stuff. Make sure you check that out if you're a BoDoggos holder as well. What else have you been looking at, Easy? Anything interesting?
Dude, nothing really. I've been trying to keep tabs on Monad. I'm interested in it. I think it can end up doing well. Still trying to keep some tabs on what's going to happen with MegETH. Overall, it's like, it's one of those markets where you just want to kind of stay active, even if you're not doing much.
Are you trading any meme coins on Monad?
I haven't. I know a few people who crushed the first few days, but I've been just kind of watching, sitting idly. Like I said, there's not too much for me to do right now. I would rather just stay active than chase anything.
It looks like Mooncock is the #1 meme coin at 1.7 mil right now.
Right.
This thing got up to 2.5. Interesting.
Mooncock. Awesome. Yeah, that's delightful.
Yeah. So there has been a little bit of, it's always interesting to see new chains and how the meme coin degens like rotate and how many people get there and what the market caps go to. It's been kind of like muted on these new chains. I think back when we saw Blast, we were seeing like multi-million-dollar market caps out of the gates. But I think that was a different meme coin landscape than we're in right now, and people have been burned. Oh, we have a Flogment tomorrow too. That's right, on OpenSea. Are you minting any of these Flogs? Are you eligible?
I don't know. I haven't even checked, but I am interested in that. I didn't buy the blind boxes. I should have.
Yeah, I feel like those were an absolute cook for anyone
Yeah.
who got those, and they were like pretty like. I think the drop time for that, like while the market was crashing, kind of worked out well for the buyers. Are these free mints?
I don't know. I think maybe.
It looks like it. It looks like
Maybe.
they're free mints. 10 ETH public, 1 per wallet.
Great.
Yes, I think they expect them to go out in the other phases, free mints. Cool. Excited to see what's going on with these Flog PFPs. Is the Flog token a buy? I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like with this and the current state of the market, I feel like a lot of people are probably just flipping this for profit as opposed to like being like diehard Flog. I mean, this is a crazy chart. 700 mil down to 13 mil. I don't know. Is the artist like focused on this still? Is there still a community behind it? I don't really know much about it.
He does a bunch of stuff with it.
Because he works for Yuga now, right?
Yep.
So I guess still maintaining Flog while working at Yuga as well. So cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
That seems like it, right? That seems like everything for today.
That's going to do it for today's show. We've covered everything head to toe in the crypto landscape. Thank you for listening. If you haven't checked us out on podcasts, you can. Apple, Spotify. Also, watch us on Zora. Watch us on YouTube. See